Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Friday morning? So your name Waylon? Yeah, Willie. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Good morning, Knives Are Life, and Mr. Waylon, and Mr. Willie. So you are jelly roll and struggle today, huh? Waylon and Willie. Not even sure if you know who that is, but Struggle Jennings is Waylon Jennings' grandson. And oh, by the way, sorry about the background noise. I didn't time the laser correctly, so it was still running. Let me go turn it off now. It just now finished. I was only a couple of minutes off on my guesstimation. I just finished up doing another metal business card. I've been pumping them out left and right just to have and to practice, to make sure the laser doesn't break down. So anyway, good morning to everyone. Let's see what we got here today. We have got the old standard background, the original. I thought we might as well go with it, since we're 6 months in today, halfway through this. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Mr. Ed. Ed tried to get me to agree to some kind of crazy paracord last night. That was pretty wild. I knew he was kidding, but still. Yep. Oh, sorry, I was typing. I can't do much. I can't do two things at once when it requires typing. Yeah, I just finished up another look with the cards, at least one side of it. The laser accuracy is pretty good. I'm just making sure it doesn't break down. I've been running it through its paces pretty hard. So last night, by the way, I'm drinking some coffee that Mr. JT sent me from Hawaii. Some Kona coffee. It is pretty strong. So I carried my 8010 Tonto last night. Looks like Lone Star, good morning, sir, also carried a cold steel today. So I carried my Tonto version of the 8010. And in my back pocket, I had the Shortcut clone. So basically, two different ends of the spectrum. A big burly knife and a utility knife. Let me see here what is going on. I can't believe we've made it to episode 183. That is pretty wild. So we have got oh, good morning, Mr. JT. I was just talking about the coffee you sent me. And yes, Mr. Buckaroo Bonsai, the FSD is coming out in 2 weeks. I posted that on the Discord in case y'all missed it, but Lamifshi's version of the FSD will be out in a couple of weeks. So that's super cool. This thing is holding up great. I really like it. They popped up and a few became available again last night. So I grabbed one for Waylon because I knew he would miss out if I didn't. So I do have one coming on the way for him. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how many he gets at a time, but it seems like he gets like 10, and within minutes they're sold out. Which is pretty unfortunate. But I'm just glad that he hasn't picked up on the fact that he's the only one selling them for the price he's selling them for, and everybody else is charging double what he's charging. So yeah, if you look up, the Valerian store is the one he runs. When I'm saying he, and it's VALYRAIN. And it's called the Eagle Claw if you go to look it up. So, again, I cannot type and talk. I can do a lot of things, but why is my AliExpress in Dutch? That's pretty wild. And I have no idea how my AliExpress got set to Dutch, but it is. So let me sign out. I'm trying to find the link to the store in case y'all want to order one. Well, I've got the store. Sorry. Give me just a second, guys. You know, we've only done this a few times, so I'm still getting used to the hang of things. Chew gum and walk. No, I can do a lot of things. It's just when I start typing, it's kind of hard to type and talk. I don't know if you've tried it, but it's not the easiest thing ever. Yeah, it wasn't a VPN, I don't think. But hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, it wasn't the VPN that did it. I don't know what did it. But Firefox, let's see. Here is that. Here are my orders. My orders. Here's the link. All right. So I could show y'all the store, but that wouldn't help you much. So here's the actual link to the product. I will post it in the chat as well. But as you can see, he's selling it for, he went up a little bit. He was starting at $67. Now he's gone up to basically $79. And when you hit find similar items, all the other ones are like $150. Double the price. So I'm just glad that he hasn't found these other stores and is just sticking to his own store and hasn't upped the price to what they're charging. So that's always a plus. But yeah, all right. So let's see. I'm trying to keep up with a few things while I'm doing this broadcast today too. So if I seem a little scattered, it's because I'm over here typing some stuff as we're going. Y'all will understand later, but really can't go into it right this second. All right. So today is normally New Drop Friday. Oh, if you do want to try to find this, if you type in Eagle Claw knife, which they don't know it's a hawk knife, they think it's an Eagle Claw. But if you type in Eagle Claw, that is how you find it. And there's, here's another store that's got it for $80. Oh, and $30 shipping. Wow, $28 shipping. That's pretty wild. But anyway, Eagle Claw is how you find it. And the only store that has it for a decent price is that Valerian store. And he only charges $2 for shipping. So anyway, this Valerian store is a pretty cool store too. He sells a bunch of cool EDC stuff. Brass and copper pins, little fidget things. There's titanium dice. I need to get a set of those, huh? That's pretty cool. Oh, they have a hole in them? What's going on with that? I guess you can get them with the hole or... Oh, okay. You can get them with the hole or without to put on your key ring. I'm going to add that to cart. Just to have it in there. But yeah, he has some pretty cool EDC stuff. Push sliders for $10.99. Pry bars. Very decently priced stuff that I'm sure y'all would like for your pictures. Some titanium pins. Good price on them. So yeah, check out the Valerian store. Vallyrian. Valerian store. Alright. So like I said, normally we do new drops on Friday. And I guess we'll go over some. Also want to continue the theme of my collection and go over at least one more brand, maybe a couple. But I thought I would go over my Koobies. And possibly my Concept. No, AliExpress is not a store. AliExpress is like an Amazon. They have all different vendors and different stores on there. They're just a facilitator. Alibaba is the parent company, and they're just a big importer. They just deal with. They made a site for a bunch of different vendors to post their stuff for sale, and then they handle the payments and stuff like that. But no, it is not a store. They are all individual vendors. So, if you didn't know that, then I guess you don't know that a lot of the main knife manufacturers have stores on there, and there's a guy that handles a really cool site. It's on Wix, and he does this every month. And it's called What's New on AliExpress. And one of the coolest things about this page that he keeps up with, he posts all the monthly AliExpress coupon codes, but then right below that, he's got all of the main recommended stores. So a lot of the big knife companies have stores on AliExpress. So as you can see, Max Ace, Petrified Fish, Concept, Koobie, Miguron, Sativian, Kaiser, Kunwu, Katsu, Tucson, Sanrenmu, Gonzo, Grow, HX Outdoors, OK, Trivisa. All those companies have stores on AliExpress. So you can go to the Koobie store, and it's actually called Koobie Flagship Store. And they'll have deals on the latest, they'll have all the newest Koobies. And they have KB knife, they have Geo knife, which is kind of weird. So that might give us a hint, but they don't have any Geo knives listed, okay. But they have KB and Koobie. And I guess that, I guess there's a reason he put 2 links to the Koobie. I don't know what this second one is. But they all have stores on AliExpress. Oh, this one says Geo Knife Official Store. So that's pretty funny. So it is associated somehow with Koobie. I thought they looked like Koobie knives, but they say they OEM their own knives. So it probably is owned by Koobie. Whenever you message them, they say they OEM their own stuff. And it doesn't look like Koobie is doing much on their AliExpress store right now. But I know places like Kaiser actually do have all their newest knives on there. Unless something's going on. No, here's all the new arrivals. So there's the Aura or Era. And the price is actually cheaper on AliExpress, I believe, by like 10 bucks. Yeah, knives are life. That's what I've always said was Geo was Koobie, but when you ask them, they say that they're their own OEM. What happened, TC? You just came in and left? Oh, dang. Endoscopy and colonoscopy. I hope everything comes out all right. And goes in all right, actually. But that sucks. Sorry for you, sir. Yeah, that really sucks. Are the cameras going to meet? Meet. Oh, that's funny. Halfway both directions. Anyway, this guy, back to what I was saying, he lists all the newest knives that come out each month. Let me make this, why didn't it, we can get it all the way. Aha. I didn't know you could hit 0. Does that work? That's weird. Alright. Anyway, so he lists all the newest stuff and gives you links to where you can buy them. So like the Mini Quantum Greenthorn just released. He released a new batch of Loxas. Kaiser released that Aura or Era. Then we got there's some that just are like, they're not really new, but they're promoted or a new batch. So there's a new version of Lemifshi's MSI Titanium. The new Lemifshi Duck, which I've shown y'all. There's the Duck Ling. And there's one of his original knives. Not sure about it. It's too thin for me, but some people will like it. Looks kind of like a coffin. Kevin John released a new Venom battle axe. It's good to see he's still doing some stuff on the side, or they're still doing some stuff on the side. Then we have QK03 button lock. Let's see, that one's 14C28N. Let's see what it costs. Oh, they have a titanium one for $71. I like the looks of that knife. QK03. So these cheaper models must be on this link. Oh, they're not really cheaper, they just got inlays. Alright then. Well, I guess this counts for new drop Friday because these are new knives. Then he has the YG004, the YG005, the YG003. Then he has a QK Warhawk, which is a fancy looking knife. decently priced for a fancy looking knife. And there's one without that crazy Damascus blade. Actually, both of those are, and that carbon fiber looks okay. BG10 steel. And then the Damascus and Damascus is 176. Yeah, I know. I hate that they billboard everything like that. Good morning, Mr. Mister. Hope you're doing well, sir. Let's see. What else we got here? It says there's another versions here. So I got the black and the blue. And then it says Babak version here. So it's the same knife with a different name on it. And VG10. And it's not plastered all over the blade, it doesn't look like. Oh, that was that other one. Sorry. Then we got a custom bug out. Wow. Yeah, that's that guy. That's the store. This guy's been putting out a bunch of new knives that are crazy. I should be able to make that pretty soon. Getting closer every day, being able to do engraving like that. I should be able to buy blank titanium scales like that and make my own $120 bug out clones. But I'm not going to do that. I think it was QK, not OK, but yeah, it's QK. But I figured that out after you said it. I would have to polish that off. I'd have to polish the blades and wipe that off somehow. Bead blast it off and then polish it off. I don't know, I like that knife though. I think I'm going to add it to cart too, just for now. Yeah, it's some weird brand, QK. I don't know. It's a new brand, I guess. The OK really doesn't put OK on their knives. They just make a square. Well, they do, but they have the square hole thing. They just usually make Spyderco copies, and they put a square hole in them for the OK knives. All right, what else we got here? I don't think there's many left. Oh, here's the ProTech Rockeye. I've got one of these, and it is a super comfortable knife. Super comfortable. And then there's the new one. I don't know if I showed y'all this one yet, but it's been all over Reddit, and it is super inexpensive. It's not $16.88 if you're logged in. It's like 26 bucks. This is the introductory price. But these look pretty cool but they're stainless steel, so they're probably pretty heavy. But they have bead blasted finishes, 2 different milling patterns, and they look decent. I think one of y'all needs to buy one and try one out. I actually ordered one. I ordered this version, the bottom version, just to check it out. Alright, so this looks like the next knife, which is the Huzo Fang Damascus Flipper. Wow. It's got some real blade steel, RWL 34 and PMC 27 in a Damascus. See how much this puppy costs. It's not too bad. Looks like a big boy, but could be a small hand. I like the clip. I don't like that squared off placing on the blade. I mean, it's okay. I just wish the ramp was shaped a little different. Oh, doesn't have good action. Or they don't know how to use a knife. That's not a bad one. But I'm going to start posting this Wix site every month. So it's needforsteel.wixsite.com. And he keeps an inventory so you can go back and look. You can go back and look at the archives and see all the knives that have come out in the last few months. Yeah, so a few people have been coming out with these crazy new scale designs, including Tucson has done some of these. But they're doing some pretty wild stuff now. I like that plain one. Wish it didn't have a... I like that texturing on there too. Looks like moon craters. It's pretty wild. Oh, it is moon craters. It's got the footprint. My goodness. I didn't even see the big footprint glaring out in front of it. I looked right over it. That's a pretty cool design, I will have to say. Cannot hate on that. It's got it on both sides, it looks like. Huh. Some pretty wild colors they're getting. Yeah, I like all the texturing on that. That's pretty cool. The way he's holding it, it seems kind of, doesn't look too heavy either. I bet they've done some internal milling. So that's cool. Let's see, what else we got down here? Oh yeah, some Rockstead. Somebody released some new versions of it. Of the Hygo, I believe. Or... with the Austin blade. I've got one of those. And then they released the one of them's the Hygo and one of or Higo, and the other one is the, oh, I don't know. I've got both of them though, but I don't have that version. Wonder how much that one is. And they do have the actual branding on them. That's just photoshopped out in the picture so they don't get a cease and desist. But unfortunately, it does still have the Rockstead logo. They're doing a lot of gold titanium now with all these fancy colors. Rye released one. Yes, a new knife that I saw. I almost bought yesterday. A guy had one for sale, and he just didn't have it quite cheap enough for me to buy. But he sent me a link to the knife. Let me show y'all that. I almost bought a, oh, here it is. Damascus steel folding knife mirror blade. Damascus steel folding knife mirror blade. Damascus steel folding knife mirror blade. So Rye has a new one. I don't have the link, but it's crazy looking. Let me try to show you the picture here. Hold on. this guy posted it. This is the post. All right. None of these that he was selling are clones, but this one at the bottom here is a Rye Designs M390, and I love the look of the knife, but I just didn't buy it because he didn't have it cheap enough, and I didn't like the gold. But you can see how brightly colored. It's Damascus and gold, which is pretty wild looking. And let me find it really quick. I had to do a Google Lens search. Let's see. It's an original Rye Designs though, and it's not a Tucson. And it took me a minute to find it. Counter-Strike knife? Wow, that's not it. Let's see. I can't find it by the... Let me do the regular side. See if I can find it. Google Lens. There we go. I found it yesterday, but that was yesterday. It's like $260 though. Come on, where are you? Oh well, it's a Rye Designs, and the title, I tried to take the title he gave me on the post. I mean, on the message, he sent me a screenshot of the actual ad, and I just typed that in and it didn't come up, so who knows. But anyway, they're starting to put out a bunch of gold stuff. Yeah, the number 5 is what I'm talking about, the gold one. Let me see one more time if I can find it so we can look at it. So here's the ad. Let me see if I can do a reverse image search on AliExpress. AliExpress, where are you? Right back here. Image search. Paste. Search. Is that it? No, but that's very similar. But you can see how they're doing the gold. I don't know why they're doing the gold now. But that's a Rye Designs. That's his logo, or that's that QK again. Huh. Here, maybe this is it. Yeah, that's that QK. But I don't know why they're doing the gold. That's pretty crazy. So I hope that's not a trend they're about to start in on, because that would be terrible. Anybody else pop in that I didn't say good morning to? I don't think so. Hygo, yeah, and what's the other one called? I don't remember. Alright, let's finish this list, because I got things to show. So that Hightron company is releasing some knives, pretty decent price. I don't like that one. It's got a weird end on it. But I do like the next one here. Not that one. Not that one. Must be a different one. I think he's added more since I looked at this last, because this is the one I saw that I actually kind of liked. But those are on Amazon. That M390, I believe, was a Hightron. Yeah, he's definitely added more stuff. We're at the end now. There's an amphibian. And it does have the crossbar lock. They just can't show that either in the picture. But that Hightron is putting out a bunch of new knives. And so this one's not bad looking. Let's check out the price of it. $50 for 14C. Hot Knives? Really? Okay. And that's engraved in there. I guess I could engrave stuff into G10 too with the laser, huh? I didn't even think about that. But I could put patterns in G10. Just like they engraved that Hot Knives. Oh yeah, I love the shape of that Rye knife. Rye Designs. I can't believe. And Mr. Knives Are Life will like that one. M390 blade. Weird. PEI handles. I can't believe they put Hot Knife on that one. That is crazy. Knives, plural. Let me do a different search here and see if we can find it. Yeah, here's some of the... That's a pretty wild grind. It's a pretty crazy price for that too. Yeah, it didn't find that image. Here's the whole title of the stupid thing. Why can't it find that? Here's the title of it. Well, that didn't do anything. So it says Damascus steel folding knife, mirror blade, black Damascus, titanium handle, camping outdoor hunting knife, EDC, and it's $262. Damascus steel, black. What else does it say? Black Damascus. That should be enough. Knife. Yep, not finding it. There's those little fidget sliders. Little magnetic ones. We looked at those too. Got sidetracked, sorry. Yeah, I don't know where that knife is. It'll turn up one of these days. A frame lock stitch. Why don't you get you one, John? Is that a liner lock or a frame lock? It's not going to show in the pictures. Manual stitch. It's probably got the... That's the thing about buying these stitches on here. Ram lock. So that one does have the ram lock. Who sells one that has a frame? Which version is the frame lock? Do you know, John? I haven't even researched. I've got a couple of stitches, but I don't have a titanium one. I need to get one. So the easiest place to find that would be the one guy on Chinese Knives that has a bunch of them. He posts them all the time. It won't take long to see one of his thread posts. It's Wrongdoer. Okay, Wrongdoer or something. There he is. So he'll have a post of one, quite sure. So there's that integral that I want. That's a integral SMG. So I think that might be one, but that's got the crazy blade. No, that's not even a stitch, is it? No, that's a that is a frame lock though. So he has a ton of those Ultimatum clones. Yeah, there's the crystallized tie SNG integral M390. I found one on eBay that I almost bought, but the guy had a terrible attitude. So that's the stitch. That's the ram lock. The Baby Huey is an awesome little knife. The Strider SJ75, and that's a clone. That's a Grail clone that I want that I can't find. But I love that little knife. I know he's got one, the Stitch. I think that's the Stitch. You don't like that blade grind? I kind of like that blade grind, the Borka blade. All right. Well, I'll be on the lookout for you. I know they have them. And I guess I wouldn't be surprised. He has a bunch of stitches, and he has way too many of those ultimatums. For a while there, he was posting like twice a day. He'd post these knives right here, and he got like 6 different versions of it. He just kept buying them and kept posting them. And I finally had to say something about it. So there's the button lock. Oh, that's the auto. I've got an auto, and I've got the ram lock. But it looks like you might have to do a blade swap or something. I wonder if you could do a blade swap between the ram lock version and the frame lock version. I doubt it. The backs of the blades are probably different. So yeah, he has a bunch of them. I knew he had a bunch. What is this one right here? Oh, that's the auto. Because you can see the button part poking through on the back there. And it's not a frame lock because you don't see the frame lock. Duh. But if anybody would have one, it'd be him. So they must be kind of hard to find. All right, where are we at? Let's go check out some pocket checks in the Discord really quick. So we are coming up on halfway through this episode, which means we are officially 6 months in here within the next few minutes. Yeah, I got the Discord up. I'm trying to show. I'll get there in just a second. But this is that pyrite clone Mr. Whalen bought from Temu for $16. Doesn't look like it's too bad, actually. And then there's that protein. That beautiful thing. Oh, that's the auto. That's not the frame lock. Did y'all see this knife I posted last night? Not that one. Did y'all see this one? Have you ever seen such an atrocious? What did you post a link to? Yeah, I just showed it. That's the auto. Like, what in the world is going on? Ed said he wanted one. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and I posted it. It looks like I think the knife designer wanted to have relations with his knife. Ed said, gimme, gimme, gimme. Which is pretty wild. Pete said he almost bought one too. I said, no, thanks. Then I posted those two, which are kind of like Pete's style. Pete's already got that bottom one. And then I posted, I would rather have one that looks like this. That's a cool knife. Louis, our official Tucson hater, has joined the chat. Good morning, Louis. Yeah, I think Tucsons are some of the greatest value knives on the planet. And they have some great designers too. But everybody's entitled to their own opinions, I guess. This one is going to be hard to find. The one I got on screen there. It will not be an easy one. It is the which one is it? It is it's the TS 270. Yeah, that's what I said, Ed. Or if they have had a Tucson, they got the wrong one. Yeah, if they, because a couple of them that told me they didn't like Tucsons, they had models that I wouldn't have picked. Let me see. Go back to where I was. Tucson TS 270. So that's a super cool one with the M390 blade. And they must have been sold out a long time, because when you go to eBay, be prepared to spend some money. And I refuse to pay what they're asking on here. Actually, that one's not bad. Wow, that's a normal guy. But there's another ridiculous person on here that has one for like $249. Or maybe I'm looking at a different knife. No. Yeah, this one. Why is it not popping up? I hate how eBay does weird searches. There's the one my sister gave me, the 240. But that's not a bad price on that one. I like the milling on it too. I love the blade shape. Alright, where's the one I'm looking for though? eBay's weird. The search on it, there it is. So that one's an older one, got 14C 28N blade steel, and dude wants $200 for that one. Pretty crazy. There's the 279. That's a good inexpensive one that looks close. I bought one of those for $80. It's on the way. I like that one too, but it would be too little for me. Although it's not as little as it looks. There's that one. Yeah, that's pretty wild looking. Let's see. Yeah, they're not all bangers. You can get a bad one, that's for sure. That one's kind of weird looking too. If you can't find one that you like though, there's something wrong with you, because they have all the designers that every other company has. And every kind of blade shape. There's the other one my sister gave me. The TS-134. I didn't realize they were that expensive. Well, they're not. It's eBay. Yeah, there's the one, the 270 I was looking for. Somebody had for $240. I was like, man, but that's a Nightmare. No, that's that Maz Maza, whatever his name is. Mazwan Mokhtar. That's his symbol. But I like that knife. I'd be happy with a plain Jane one. Yeah, I've got some Tucsons that rival $300, $400 US knives. Like the one I put in the link for I put a link for one that is a great deal. This one right here is on auction right now, but the TS-269 you can't go wrong with M390 blade steel, and the bids on it are super low right now, and I bet it goes for less than 80 bucks. It's only got $9 shipping. So I messaged the Tucson people and told them they're crazy and they're going to lose a ton of business for charging that $40 shipping fee. And I told him I was going to mention it on my video and to discourage everybody from ordering on eBay when he charges that crazy $40 fee. And his response was that, well, it's only on the higher price knives. And I'm like, well, you should figure out a way. So he can't offer 3 different options, but he's got 3 different options. So he's got an $8 shipping, a $9 shipping, and a $40 shipping. And that's ridiculous because it's stupid. He wants to FedEx them for $40 when people don't. I mean, when you buy one off eBay, you expect it's going to take a while. But I told him, he said, so here's what he said. He said, I said, I'll stop bidding and so will lots of other people if you keep charging that $40. And he said, $40 use FedEx, UPS, and DHL. $9 use economy shipping from Greater China. And $8 use eBay SpeedPack economy. So I told him he can't, charging that $40 fee is ridiculous because this was the knife in question. And I would buy this one, but I'm not going to because of the stupid $40 fee. But this is an integral. That's the bid on it is $67 right now, but the shipping is $40. And he said it's because it's a higher price knife. And I said, well, it's going to be sold, it's going to go for less than $100 on auction. So what do you mean it's a higher price knife? Like, that's one of the integrals I need for my collection. And I was mad he didn't have the $9 price shipping on it. Because I would bid up to maybe $90 for it, $100 for it, if he would do the $9 shipping. And if it's costing him that much to ship, then he's not making any money off the shipping anyway. So he's going to make more money if he lets the bids go up higher because the shipping's not ridiculous. But anyway, one of y'all just got this knife not long ago, and I'm not sure what you paid for it, but this guy, whoever wins this one is going to pay around $100 plus $40 shipping. But yeah, it's one of the ones I need for my integral Tucson collection. Mitchell's the one that got it, I think. But yeah, that's crazy. The shipping's almost as much as the bid is right now. Like, that's stupid. All right, guys, we're halfway through. We are officially 6 months in. So let's start the second half of the video. I don't want to go over the drop point this week. It'll be the same knives next week. There's nothing real special coming out this week. So I want to go over my Koobies today on the second half. You paid $170 with the shipping. So you got it for like $130 on auction plus the $40. All right, so I'm going to have no idea what the names of these are. All these first Koobies we're going to go through. Good morning, Keep It Scale, stupid. So, this is the first Koobie I'm going to offer up to the knife gods. And I don't know what this one is called. Ed, stop voicing your dreams. Yeah, I refuse to pay that much. I want to pay about $130 for it. So I might bid on that one up to like $90. Does anybody know what Koobie that is? Ooh, I don't want that one. See, that would be a Koobie you buy. I mean, that would be a Tucson you buy, and then you would be sworn off of Tucson's for life. What made you buy that one, Michael? Just a question. I mean, I've got some that look like that. I've got a couple of those Tucsons that are kind of ugly. I don't guess it's ugly. It's just different. Anyway, that's the one he was a little tipsy. I see that. All right, do we know, how am I going to figure out what all these Koobies are? I guess I have to bust out my phone. This is the Koobie Creon. He's got it for sale, Ed. Super cheap. Knives are life. Yep, you were right. The Creon. So this is the Koobie Creon. So that's the first one on the list today. Next, we have one that I started to redo the acid wash on. This is the, oh, here's my post on, that's funny. I didn't even name the knife on the stupid post. It's this one. This is the Koobie. Dang it. It's the KU 329A, I believe. Echo, it's the Echo Nest. This is the Echo Nest, and I started sanding off the acid wash because I'm going to redo it. So that is the Koobie Nest, Echo Nest. Then this one is the this is the Duroc. Cool little knife. And all these Koobies have superb action. Like, I'm just such a fan of Koobie because of how quality control, and that's one of those designer guys that y'all know. Can't think of who it is, but that's the Duroc. And then that is the same knife, I think. Maybe not. This is the, yeah, that's the same. Is that the same knife? I think that's the same knife. I think I got two of them, yeah. So I don't know why I got the, I don't know why I got the piss one, but I like the green one better. I think I got them for like super cheap. That's why I got them. All right. Then we have another one. Why can't I remember the names? I guess because I haven't carried these in so long. Anybody know what this one is? This is the, I don't see it. What is this one, guys? I don't know why. Oh my God, I just changed my Amazon. I just hit yes. It's D2, whatever it is. I just changed my Amazon to German because I hit yes. All right, what is this one? We got to figure this one out. Knives Are Life. What is this one? Is this it? Oh well. It's the, is this the Duroc? No. This is not the Duroc. It's the only one with that big hump in it. There we go. He got the name of it. That is the name of it. How do you know so many Koobies? Do you work for Koobie? Yeah, it's not the Duroc. The Duroc are those other two. Alright, then we got a front flipper. This one, I can't remember the name of either. I almost remembered the name of it there for a second, but then I forgot. It is the Hide. This one is the Koobie Hide. Alright, then we got another one. We got the what is this one? This one is the Calce. C-A-L-Y-C-E. And I like it a lot. It has gotten some pocket time a couple nights because I like that thumb ramp. Y'all know that's my blade shape that I like. That is the Calce. C-A-L-Y-S-E. They all have a name. They have a model number too, but they all have a name. Or most, everyone I've ever seen has. And this is another one that I liked. It's got that same kind of blade shape with the little ramp. But I don't remember what that one is either. Of course. And this one is the Darkness. This one's called the Darkness. And it's a super cool knife. Flat grind, compound ground at the end there. Super cool little Koobie. I got these for like 25 bucks when they were selling out. That's why I got some of these. Same as this one. I got this one for 25 bucks too. I can't remember what the name of that one is. I should. It's a very unique looking knife. Should not be a very hard one to remember. It is the Avenger. I should definitely be able to remember that. It's the Avenger. They were 50% off on the Koobie site, so I bought a bunch one time, and this one was 25 bucks too. Flipper only. I should sell some of these that I don't use, pass them on to people that would use them. Because I bet somebody would still pay 25 bucks for that, and I'd get my money back out of it. And they would get a knife for 25 bucks. I'm gonna have to back my camera out. Hold on just a second. Alright, we're gonna have to move this paper out of the way. Alright, now we can use the whole map. I don't think my Koobie collection is gonna fill up this whole map, but who knows. We're just now getting into it. Then we have one more that I really, really like. Whoops, I didn't mean to zoom out again. Alright, let's leave it there. And this one is, I said I really like it, but I don't know the name of it. This one is the Vagrant. No, it's not the Vagrant. It's the Carve. Carve Nest. Yeah, the Carve. D2. It's got that nice fuller. You can flick off the fuller with this one. So if you think you might like that one, get you one. Alright. We're almost getting to the good ones. I had a purple one of these, but I sold it to Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid. But this is probably one of my, I believe is one of the best values in knives, especially the G10 versions. But this is the Tityus, or the Tityus, and it, like, people call it the poor man's Arius because it looks a lot like an Arius, and it is so comfortable in my hands. William, you just missed not much. Perfect action, great noise, great size. Like I said, I had a purple one and a red one. Now I just have the red one. The Tityus. And then, so this is the last one out of my non-titanium ones. And this is one of my favorites too. And this one should go in the titanium bag because it's got M390 blade steel, but this is the Drake. And they make a few versions of the Drake, but the purple one is the only one that's got M390 and a titanium clip. So the purple Drake, M390 blade steel, perfect, great knife, super comfortable. I love the blade shape of it. I love the ramp. I love the lock bar access. Flipper tab's good on it too. Perfect action. So yeah, that is the Koobie Drake. All right. So that's got all the non-titanium ones. Now, might as well start with the two that are already out here. If I can find them. Where are you? Why are you hiding? So I've got a blue titanium Tityus. Love it. Blue titanium. And I've got the gold titanium Tityus. I had 4 of them. I sold one of them. Still got 3. So I must like it. And I've carried these. I haven't carried the red G10 one, but I have carried both the titanium ones. Now, you'll have to forgive me when I forget the names of some of these, but I believe this is the Supercell. I don't, yeah, this is the Supercell, I do believe. Awesome knife. I've not tuned this knife, so it doesn't drop shut like I wish it would. Takes a couple of shakes. It's got an awesome opening noise. But the Supercell is a great knife. Let's see what else we got here. This is the one from New Breed. I can't ever remember the name of it. I get pretty bad on knives I don't touch for a while, but this is the Decimal, and I don't know why I can't ever remember that. Every time I forget it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Decimal. And this one has better action. At first, I didn't know about the long blade window on it, but I've gotten past that now. It's still pretty long blade window. Front flipper works great on it though. So that is the decimal. Then I think this one, I want to make sure I'm right. This one is the, yeah, the Royal. I thought it was. This is the one I couldn't figure out last time. This is the Royal. And whose logo is that? Is that the other guy from Devo? No. Well, who is that? Y'all help me out with that Maker's Mark, because a bunch of these Koobies are made by him. And I cannot remember who it is. Colin, yeah, Devo. Yeah, the other half of Devo. That's what I thought. Thank you, Knives Are Life. Yeah, I should delete the flipper on my Titius like I did my Arius. Yeah, Royal. Then we got the Stroller. I remember the name of it. Stroller's a super cool knife, super comfortable, awesome in that finger choil grip. Really locked in. Perfect for my hands. Jimping's great. I like that Damatanium or whatever it's called pattern. Cool knife. That's the Stroller. Then we have the Bravo 1 that I got from Mr. Ed. I traded him. No. Wait. Is this the Bravo? Yeah. It's the Bravo 1. Wait a minute. I didn't trade him this though. Did I? I think I had the Bravo 1. I had the Bravo 1. It's hard to find this version. You can find the Tanto one. This is not the one I traded Ed though. I don't think. No. I bought I bought that version of the Bravo 1 because that's the harder one to find. This is the Atlas. I remember the names of the big ones. The Atlas came with a weird turquoise color green pivot collar and back spacer and clip, and I re-anoed this one blue because it looks better to me. But the Atlas normally comes with a green kind of turquoise color. Mine is blue now. Then this is the Hyperion. Hyperion. Another big one with nice micro milling. Hyperion. And I like it so much that I have another one brand new in the box here that I still haven't done an unboxing for, even though I've had it 9 months. But there's another one brand new still in the plastic that I hadn't even opened. I don't know why I have it. I guess I have it to sell it. But yes. Oh yeah, you did send me this one. I gave you the Tiger Stripe regular blade. You sent me this one, the titanium, the plain Jane with the regular blade. And then somebody just mentioned, this is the next one. Silo with the frag pattern. Super cool knife. Mr. Ed's got one of these as well. it's sitting on his shelf, top shelf in his videos all the time. This blade is so heavy it can't help but just drop shut. I don't care how tight you get the pivot. It's going to be a guillotine. Now these are the ones I get confused about. This one is either, well, let's just figure it out. And I don't like tiger stripe, so if any of y'all want a tiger stripe and have the other plain version of this, I would trade you. But this is the Veloce. I always get this one, and I'll show you the other one I get it confused with. This is the Veloce. Weird looking knife. Alright, William, we'll check that out in just a minute. And the one I get it confused with is this one, because of how similar they look. And this is the Nova. I like the lines on the Nova. Nova has some cool lines. I don't like the tiger stripe. I need to bead blast it, huh? That's what I need to do, is just go bead blast it. Yep, that's the Nova. And then we got the I need to bead blast all these tiger striped ones. This is the Veragero. And I know that's not how you say that word. Somebody that knows how to pronounce that word correctly, feel free to pronounce it. Yerahero? I don't know. This one has great action too. Then we've got the Interflow. Yeah, John, it's pretty crazy. I totally agree. That's why I can't remember the names of them. Interflow, I like it a lot. Then this is the Blackout. Another great knife with a great thumb ramp and blade shape that I like. I ordered one of these from DH Gate and it got stuck at customs, so dude had to pay me back for it. Then this is the that new one that I didn't like the crossbar lock on. Man, I just mentioned the name of it yesterday. The Bluff. Yeah, this is the KB knives, or Koobie Bluff. A few of these are KB branded knives. This was my first KB that I bought. I couldn't believe I spent this much on a Koobie. This was one of my first actual nice knives, period, probably. It's a pretty knife for sure. And this one is the, can't even remember the name of it. Dang it. Oh, there it is. I thought it was a what is the name of this one again? Knives are life. I need your help again. What is this KB? The Vagrant? Is this the Vagrant? I think it might be the Vagrant. Is that right? What's the one to the right of the silo? That is the I just said it a minute ago. It's the, hold on. It's the Nova. No. Is it the Nova? It's the, I think it might be the Nova. Hold on. It must not, oh, it doesn't like when other knives are in the background when it's trying to figure it out. No, this is the Veloce. That's the Nova right there. Yeah, the Veloce. I think this is the Vagrant. Is this the Vagrant? KB Knives Vagrant? KB Knives Vagrant. Yes, this is the Vagrant. I wasn't wrong. Thank goodness, finally I got one right. And then last but not least is my new one. It's the Pioneer, which is one of my favorites out of all of them. All right, so I knew I was almost done. That's why I didn't click Mr. Williams' link yet, but let's go look at what Mr. William posted. Oh, that is a good price. I'm gonna have to add that to cart. What happened to the stupid ad? Oh, I gotta go back, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's only a foot long. A foot long by 6 inches. That's what she said. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Good price on that. I'm gonna have to pick up one of those. Or two of those. Yeah, the Pioneer, if I was going to tell you my favorites out of all these, it would be the Titius, the Stroller, the Pioneer, those three, the Hyperion, this one, the Drake, and probably the Supercell. I'd say these bottom 7 down here are probably my favorites. I mean, I love a lot of Koobies. Don't get me wrong, like there's a lot here that are super cool, but these bottom ones right here are probably my favorites. I like this budget one. And if I was going to throw another budget one in, it would probably be... I really like this front flipper. I like the blade shape of this one. I would probably throw that one down here. And then maybe this one too, because I got bigger hands. That's a good budget one too. So if I was going to pick some budget, a mix of them, that would be my favorites. Oh, I hear knives rubbing against each other. I don't like it. And I don't think there's any Koobies back here behind me on the magnet. There's not. So that's all of them. That's all my Koobies. So all my nice Koobies live in the box with the Kaisers. So it's the Kaisers and Koobies in one of my... Alright. Welcome, Mr. Christopher Hinckley. I got to go through here. Let's see. Mitchell, when Mitchell came in, we got Louis, then Mitchell, then Christopher Hinckley. And then who else we got? Keep It Scale Stupid came in. Ed talks some more. Louis, Mitchell, Mr. Knives Are Live. William Hornbostel. Christopher Henley, William Hornbostel, Michael, Mitchell, Ed, Knives Are Live, John. All right. So, Mr. William is all about the cases today. Yeah, I mean, I showed you, he's really stuck on the cases this morning. I would only need, somewhere like 225 of these to display all my knives. That's not bad. 225 of those cases and we'd be good to go. Yes, so we made it 6 months, guys. Can't wait till the next 6 months. I'm looking forward to it. Very, 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 very looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what we get going with the laser. It will be something exciting to see. Oh, dang it. I laid one on the floor just like I did yesterday. Forgot my monster dog. I've got a monster dog too. So it didn't make it out of the case in time. So yesterday I found that other Lamia sitting right here beside me on the floor too. Monster dog is a cool knife. So yeah. But Mr. Michael said if you take the flipper off the tip, yes, it becomes a lot better. And I showed that yesterday with the with the Arius, so I'll show you again since I don't have the Titius to give the example to. Now I just have to find them, which easier said than done, but I found them. So there's what it looks like without the flipper compared to what it looks like with the flipper. So it looks like a whole different knife. So yes, I can imagine it makes a huge difference on the Titius. Morning, Dwayne Letterman. Welcome to 6 months. All right, Koobies all back in their place, safe and sound. Prime example of why you should do a flipper delete on a knife on the screen. Screen back to framed, along with the 2 knives I carried last night. All right, so that's a good question. And those are actually knives that I don't even know where they are. I don't think so. I think it might be in this case that says randoms. Hold on just a second and I'll tell you. So, for 6 months I'm doing a giveaway. And we're about to spin the wheel to see who wins said giveaway. So don't leave just yet unless you don't care. Yeah, so it's not in this case. I don't know what I did with my with some of those. I've got some little random knives. SRM buck. Aha. Maybe they're in this one case that's not labeled. Nope, that's my Gonzos. My Fentiso. There's a cool knife. It's in a non-labeled bag. Let me keep looking here for a second. Give me just a second. They might be in one of these. I think they're in one of these smaller bags that I don't have labeled. One of those little pouches. So give me just a second. I've got a couple of those that don't have labels. Like this one. Is this my Miguron? Yeah, that's my Miguron bag. They're not in there. That's my pivot tools. Aha. That's my OTFs. Benchmade clone keepers. Rye Designs. Here they are. So I had a couple more Shiros that didn't make it to the real case either, that I didn't show yesterday. And that is the E-Knives exclusive Quantum. So that doesn't live in my nice titanium knives, and neither does this Quantum 2 or whatever it is, Shiro. So when I showed those yesterday, I forgot about those two. And then there's mine of the knife that I sent to Ed, which is the Todd Begg Steelcraft Quaken. Which has just superb action and some of the best lock bar access, but the action on it is just drop shut. But there's that one. I've got just a few random knives in this case, and I don't have this case labeled, so including those three plus this little guy, which is a Benchmade little chode. And that was titanium too. And then on the other side of this bag, I have one of my Giant Mouse clones, titanium clones, which is the Ace Nibbler. And that's a cool little Ace knife. Little bitty tiny Ace Nibbler. And my two Rocksteads. So these are the two that I was talking about that I had. And you cannot, so this one is the Hyzen. That's the one I couldn't think of earlier. The Hyzen. And then, no, you cannot get in there enough to get to the Fuller. It's too close to the scales to get anywhere close to in there. And this is the mirror polished Hygo. And there's the camera. And I don't know where I'm at. There's me. She didn't say little chode. She might have said chode. But little was not involved. So no. Answer your question, sir? You cannot. So let's do this wheel. See who wins today's giveaway. 6-month giveaway. So you deleted the what? The front, the other flipper tab? Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why it had it to begin with. Except to even out the knife, maybe. Oh, off the studs? Yes. No. It hurts and the detent's too strong. You could, if you loosen the detent, you can't get your finger in there enough. You just barely catch the side of your nail. You can't get enough leverage because it sits right against the scales. Can't reverse flick it at all, basically. Sorry. Alright. Try to put these up one more time. Don't ask me another question. I'm not getting it back out. This case sucks. And it's breaking down. And I'm glad I bought some replacement ones. But for now, these are going to live in here. If I can get this stupid clip over this thing. There we go. Alright. Couple of Shiros put back up. Yeah, these things, after you've had them for a year and you abuse them, they will start losing stitching and coming apart like you see there. No problem, John. What's my favorite Effen I can show you real quick because I just ran across the bag that has them in there. And there's a pouch that says Effen Keepers or something. What did I just do with that? Well, thought I had that. Hold on. Where did that go? Six sleeve, OTFs, benchmark clone keepers. I thought I just had that bag. I've got a whole, aha. Here's my Sativian keepers. I like all the big titanium ones. I've got all them. I don't know what my favorite Effen is. I can't even begin to tell you. Sorry. I like all the titanium ones though. The 900 series. All right. So let's get this winner picked. We close out Firefox and reopen it. Let's go to thewheelofnames.com and let's make a new one. And let's go to advanced. Let's delete all the names out of here. Let's add a background image. And let's just pick something random here. How about this one? Nope, that's not a good one, but that's all right. All right. Let's add some names. Let's put them in the order they came in, which are Knives Are Life, Mr. Whalen, Mr. Michael, Mr. Ed, Mr. Lone Star, and well, he wasn't even in here very long. Some of these people that get entered, I don't know if they should be, but I just decided that anybody that commented on today's video, since they knew it was a 6-month video, in fact, if he didn't say anything other than what his daily carry was, I'm not putting him in. Yeah, that's all he said all day, so he doesn't get entered. So you gotta participate. You can't just sit here and idle. Tell us what you're carrying today. All right, next is Mr. John. If you think I forgot your name, please let me know. But I think I got everybody. I am going to include TC because he participates daily and had to go to the doctor, so that's an excuse. Mr. Mr. Louis. He didn't participate much, but he did say he hated. He did say a couple things. And he doesn't like Tucson's. That's all right too. I'm coming, William. Hold on. I'm putting people in on the. I kept a list as people joined today, in the order that they joined. Mitchell was next. Christopher Hinckley was next. Christopher Hinckley. Then Keep It Scale Stupid. And then last but not least, Mr. William Hornbostel. Whoops. Well, I guess I could have just deleted that one and added another one. Alright. Mr. William Hornbostel. And I believe that it... Oh, and then Dwayne Letterman. And then... I don't know what the... Yeah... G-Man, that... Saying something at the very end after I've already said something... doesn't get you entered. Sorry. But you're welcome to come talk with us anytime you like, instead of lurking. Alright. Think I got everybody? Pretty sure I got everybody. Turn off the advanced. Got the list of names here. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you got a 1 in 13th chance. About an 8% chance. 7% chance. Let's get us a good sound. Ticking sound. I got copyright strike last time, so we'll just stay with the sticking, and then we'll do the loud applause. We'll do the fanfare. What does fanfare sound like? Yep. Alright. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up for me if you don't mind. Alright, we're going to shuffle them a bunch of times. We're going to see who wins. Y'all ready? Shuffle them some more. Hide this. Let's spin to win. Here we go. Let's make it full screen so it looks right. Why didn't that work? Oh, I hit the wrong keyboard. Alright. That's about as big as I can get it. Oh, wait. We got to call it the 6-month giveaway. 183 episodes in a row. Only 5 minutes late. One time due to car trouble. And 5 minutes late another time because I was talking to myself. and didn't hit start stream. All right. There's the name of there's the giveaway. Big bucks, no whammies, right? Here we go, spin. Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid. Congrats, sir. You are the winner. And your free knife is a Spyderco PM2. No, I'm just joking. That would be that would be terrible. See, I knew you were going to win. That's why I sent you that free knife. No, that doesn't count. John, I haven't decided what I'm going to give away yet. But I do have some boxes, some knives still in boxes. As you saw, they're just the... I think I'll go ahead and give him... I think what you win, I think I'm going to go ahead and give him this one. I'm going to go ahead and give you a Koobie, since today was Koobie Day, and I've got a brand new, still sealed up, titanium Hyperion. I think I'm going to give this to you. I already showed one that I have. This one is still bagged up. No need to do a review on it. There's plenty out there. So I think this is going to you. It's not your first Koobie, it's your second Koobie. You bought the purple Titius. First titanium Koobie. I had it sitting right here in the floor in front of me, so. Yeah, you bought the purple Titius, didn't you? You got it for your birthday. So yeah, congratulations. I will get that in the mail to you today. I got a question for y'all. Thank you, Mr. John. That's awesome. I'm drinking your coffee this morning too, sir. So I have a question for y'all. Which one of these two would y'all keep? That's the integral. Which one of these two haptics would y'all keep? I think I figured out which one I want. And it might surprise y'all. But I'm not sure if you can tell the color difference. You can. He sent me some Hawaiian Kona coffee. So out of those two knives, I'm going to sell one and keep one. They're both exactly the same. No, he sent me some stuff from Hawaii as a Hawaiian care package for helping him out with finding a knife. He sent me some of these cool Hawaiian shortbread macadamia nut things too. Thank you, Michael. He sent me some Kona coffee. He sent me a 4-pack of these little shortbread cookies, all different flavors, and they're all individually wrapped. They're really good. I've blown through some of them, but there was a guava flavored ones, and he sent me some macadamia nut brittle, which is my dad's favorite snack. So he sent me this too, some Kona coffee macadamia nut brittle with 100% Hawaiian macadamia nuts. Flip what over? This? So you can see all 9 different flavors. Yeah, that's why I said it might surprise y'all. Because I think I want to keep the darker one, because I think it would be harder to find, and it's a color that I can't anodize. I can get knives to look like this, but I can't anodize this color. Maybe I can. I think it's done with the acid though. And the blades are basically brand new, no marks on either one. I'm about to answer your question, Mitchell. Yeah, most people would think I would keep the plain one, but I'm going to keep the darker one. These are both Hilberg. And the action on both of them is just sick. Perfect. Yeah, I was going to keep both, but TC wants to buy one of them, so I think TC is getting this one. Oh, this integral. This is the Mercenary Knives MK13. And it is a unique looking little knife by Rattlesnake Designs. 20 CV super steel. I got it for $125 on Blade Binge. I think they were only 160 new. But it's the Mercenary MK13, which stands for Mercenary Knives 13. And I believe, oh, by the way, this thing works great. I took it last night. It works just as good as my other one. And I love this little thing. And y'all got to get you one of these lands if you find one. The 812. They're hard to find. Need to wipe it off. It's dirty too. Still got streaks. There we go. Sabenza. Better than a Sabenza. Great action on it. Perfect action on it. You can reverse flick it. Anyway, guys, I couldn't ask for better friends to make over this last 6 months. I hope we double over the next 6 months and have more people sitting around eating macadamia nut toffee and drinking coffee and talking knives. And thank you for each and every one of y'all's input. And yeah, it's a Land 812. Keep it scale stupid. San Renmu Land 812. Yeah, thanks for each and every one of you that corrected me on saying something wrong, or suggested a knife, or told me a knife name that I didn't know, or sent me a link to something to check out. I like that part of the mornings better than anything, is when y'all give me something to look at instead of me coming up with something. So I do truly appreciate that. I want y'all to know, if y'all ever need me, I'll be there for you. Help you any way I can. Don't be scared to reach out by email and ask me anything. I don't care how small you think it may be. If it's a question, it deserves to be answered. So, if I can help you in any way, let me know. If you just need somebody to talk to, come hit me up. I'm sitting around all night at work bored, so anyway, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's been an awesome first 6 months. Can't see what the next 6 months has in store with the laser and all that stuff. Hope y'all have a great Friday. Mr. Knives are life. See you later, dude. Yeah, and y'all have a great Friday. Don't work too hard. Louis, go buy you a Tucson. I was hoping Louis would win so I could send him a Tucson. Good morning, Fuchs. Fuchs didn't need to win anyway. He wins all the giveaways. Yeah, Fuchs, we made it 6 months. Today is the 6th month. We just crawled over the hill of the 6 months. Day 183. Anyway, guys, love y'all. See y'all tomorrow morning. Hopefully tomorrow morning, Mr. Pocket SX will be on to show us all kinds of mods. And I messaged him last night. I don't know if he answered me yet this morning, but hopefully he'll be here in the morning. If not, we'll just talk about knives. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.